I could stay like this, forever following you. Just don't get too far, and I'll be right where you are. You're a dream that I could find.
Hello everyone, Abby here, Purple Cottage Crafts, and welcome back to another, not really a tutorial, but kind of like a create with me type of video. So let me show you the two things that are like a new thing to me, or at least not the items that are new, but the way to use them is new to me. So I just grabbed these two different packs of cotton floss from Hobby Lobby. They had them on, I think it was like 30 or 40% off, something like that. Now, I'm not a real big fan of the brights, like primary colors, but I love the purples, obviously, the pinks, I like the browns in there. So but these are something I think I could incorporate like one of my different garden and botanical journals. So, but anyway, so I grabbed the pastel version as well, and I have been I haven't shared this anywhere on social media actually. Not that it's like breaking news, but I have been in love with the whole slow stitch, hand stitch movement. I follow some amazing ladies and gents on Instagram, and I will link their Instagram account below so you can go check them out too. Probably close to maybe just under a year, I guess you could say, and I've just fell in love with it. The reason I haven't tried it yet is because I was a little bit not afraid, but I didn't know how to do that kind of thing. I mean, that wasn't like my realm of crafting, but I love the style. And I found some ladies on YouTube, and I again will link them below as well, that kind of had some basic tutorials. And now that I watch them, it's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. I haven't done it yet, so I'm not saying, girl, I got it down. That's not what I mean. But I thought it was more intricate than what it looks like on the completed projects. Now, there are some ladies who go above and beyond, and their work is just absolutely gorgeous. I'm not at that level. I don't think I'll ever get at that level, but I know I can kind of do the, beginning to maybe intermediate type stuff. So I wanted to really incorporate that kind of additional crafting style into a project that I'm working on. So I wanted to show these two first, and this one's not going to get used today. But I'm working on, you can probably guess my color palette for some Valentine's / romantic journals that I'm working on. And I really love the soft pastel colors, maybe even bring in some of the blue, and I don't know, we'll see how it goes. So I have that. I'll set that off to the side for you. And then a few more things that I've kind of gathered, and underneath all of this is the actual fabric cover for the journal. So I will get there, I promise you. And if you're new to my channel, real quick, this might look chaotic to a lot of you or some of you. This is kind of my design style and kind of my whole process of doing the different, just the different compositions and stuff for my different projects. So I don't plan on using all of these items. I'll kind of cherry pick and pull some off, and then with I might add some items too if I can get to them, because everything's still packed. So I'm very visual. I like to have this kind of stuff around me. It inspires me to use it or not to use it, or I'll think of a completely different project as I'm working on the current one. All right, so this is just a little wood thing from, I can't remember what company, had like some different wood veneer bits in it. This is what did they call it at Joann's I got this last night at Joann's. Let's see here. It's the Goddess Collection, and it was on clearance, so I got it for $5. And then I got another % off that too, because they were having like a clearance on their clearance prices. So I thought those were really pretty. Obviously, I'm not going to put all these on there, though. Actually, the only ones I was really thinking about are these two really sweet kind of like fabric flower type of thing, maybe dangling like off the back and in the center and the bottom. I don't know, we'll see. And then I think that was only two things that kind of intrigued me. Oh, maybe this here, this little gold tassel. So there's that. Put that over here so I don't knock it all over the place. So just a few different things I think I might want to put on the journal. Again, this inspiration for me. Hobby Lobby had their Zoology brand 50% off. It's over now. Sorry, I didn't film this until it was already over. I didn't do like a haul video or anything for it, but I grabbed the light pink and ivory. And then same thing with our buttons, and I grabbed this really cute pack of like kind of like a dusty pink. I grabbed a really nice red, but I don't really have a lot of red heavy things in the journal, so I don't want to you know, if I think about it later, I might, who knows. And then just some random different trims and things I can cut down. I've got some sari silk in case I kind of want to bring a little more of a pop of color. Some lace here, stiffer lace, and then this is my, I love this stuff. I'm getting really sad when the other ball, which is about this big, because they were both about this big when I started. I love this stuff I found at Goodwill, great find. So I have some of that, and then some wider lace possibly. And then I thought maybe I kind of play around with the idea of doing some buttons, because I've seen that in some of the Instagram people I follow. Sorry for the sandwich bag packing, but like everything's packed, so I don't have like my cute little containers right now and dishes and stuff. So this is some, you know, kind of natural wood buttons. They're not vintage, they're from Walmart. But in case I want to bring in some of that, I might do that. Just pulled out one of my appliques that was easy to get to. Wedding dress appliques, and let's see, here's a little bit left from a vintage linen. It's kind of like a cream and beigey and just a really pretty pink and kind of dusty pink rose kind of colors is what I'm kind of going for here. And then I have just some different materials that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. Again, I didn't do a haul video, so these are just, you haven't seen these before from a haul video. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am such a purple girl. We all know that. Love it. But these are really pretty. I really do like this color. I don't remember what this was called. I should have took a picture of it on the bolt, but I'm sure all of you ladies who are way more experienced with fabric than I am, this is just really, really super pretty. So I might want to incorporate a little bit of that. We'll see. This I got as a remnant. I think it was from, I can't remember if it was Joann's or Hobby Lobby, but this is really pretty. I like the kind of a little bit deeper natural tone of this one, and it's got some really pretty glistening kind of, I almost said sprinkles, sequins, Abby. Kind of going throughout there. And then this is some fabric. I almost bought another yard of this, and I'm glad I didn't because it's kind of pricey. I forgot I had a little bit left. So this really pretty fabric that I bought, I bought it when we lived in Florida, so I don't know if it was from Walmart or where it was from, Michael's, I don't know, or Joann's, I don't know. Really, really pretty though, so I'm going to use a little bit of that. And then I have this strip left over from a prior project, so I'll probably just use that portion. Okay, and down to the actual project. I have this paper here, in case you're wondering, because this is a drop cloth for painting, and I kind of knocked over my cup of coffee, so it doesn't look very nice, so I just have that there for now. So this is the actual journal, finally getting to the project. I have the signatures. It's only going to be a 2-page or 2 signature for this. I'm not making like a big tome or just a big, you know, on one of my larger chunky types. Just, you know, fairly small for me, I guess you could say. So I have the signatures here, and I have them sewn to this really gorgeous wallpaper from Timmy Holtz, our beloved Timmy. And I just kind of have, just to kind of give you a little bit of the color palette, so you can kind of see where I'm kind of going with it on the cover. So I've got like, you know, some pinks and some beiges and a little bit of some that's the Victorian velvet, I believe, from Timmy, and then got some deli papers. This is why I was thinking maybe a pop of blue, because that's in there. Love this little heart stampy thing. So this, I don't have a lot of this kind of red in here. I don't want to be quite so bright, so this kind of give you a quick visual here, and you can really see that fabric or wallpaper from Timmy right there. It's super pretty. I gotta put those back. Okay, and let's see here. Yeah, just so kind of that kind of color palette scheme, whatever. And that's kind of where I'm thinking of as far as my design or the pattern I'm going to make. So we get this in the middle here, so you can kind of see. And I make my covers a little bit larger when I'm doing fabric journals, because what's what I'm looking for? I really kind of layer up and thicken up my journals and projects. It's just kind of like a signature thing with me. Not claiming that as my idea. I'm just saying that that's something I kind of do. I have like a, it's like one of the different, not technique, but like the style you're going to see from things that I make. I like to have lots of layers and the details and all that kind of stuff. So it's a little bit bigger than the journal itself, which is fine with me. I just did the heartbeat stitch just because, like a romance Valentine journal, don't look too close. I'm not a seamstress. I claim that every single time I'm playing with fabric or sewing stuff. It's just for fun. I like, you know, kind of looks good. And I have a piece of light pink felt in there. All right, so this is going to be the bottom, because I like the tags hanging, or the tags, I like the strings kind of hanging off in the bottom there. And I kind of marked where my center is. It's going to get covered, so it doesn't matter. And yeah, so this is kind of what I am going to be working on. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably put the camera on, just kind of do like a fast process, because I'm already at, oh my goodness, almost 10 minutes in. Such a gabber. And I'm going to get my things kind of sorted out like I want, and then I'll come back on and do a little bit in real time, and then the rest I will do as a process portion. So I will be right back. Okay, so when I'm looking through the viewfinder, it looks a bit wonky. I'm not sure why it looks like it's tilted. Maybe I have the cover on this paper weird. Okay, there. So I already took a picture of this, just like I do with other projects, and we all do that. So I can remember how I have this kind of laid in there. Now, I added, the last things I put on here were these little strips from the sari silk. And what I did is because it's my thing, so I can do it, I guess, but I cut into the middle of it because I wanted the wider strips like this instead of these smaller thin ones, which I will use for something different. So I did that, and I like that pop of that kind of color because it really brings out the really gorgeous shabby roses in the, zoom in so you can actually see what I'm talking about here. Hopefully there's an ambulance going by, so I don't know if that's gonna be too loud or not, but okay. So Abby, get it together. There we go. All right, so yeah, so it brings out the deeper tones, I think, of the really beautiful shabby chic fabric with the roses on it. And I am going to be tattering some of the edges. Like, this isn't even tattered yet because I like that look. So some things I've tattered, like the trims, the fabric trim. Here I'm gonna hold it up a little close so you can see it. I've kind of tattered the edges like that. I love that look. So I'm gonna do that with the trims that I haven't done that with. Let's see here. I think it looks really cool. I like it. I think this is gonna be fun. So I did do a practice before I wanted to start filming myself doing this because I am very green to this whole slow stitching thing, and I really love it though. It's been like obsessive for me, to be honest. I geek out on Instagram, following so many great crafters out there who do that. Oh, speaking of, I will link her channel below, but let me show you. Sonia Steptoe, I think is her name, but that's her wait, yeah, that's her channel right there. Hopefully it doesn't make the video weird, but this is the video that I watched of hers. Hers is 42 minutes long. Actually, it's a bit longer than that, but I watched the whole thing from beginning to end because I just wanted to. But you can skip ahead if you want to see how to begin it, or how she does the back stitch, that kind of stuff, because I didn't know any of that at all. So I learned all that from watching her. And there's a couple other people too, but Sony's is the video that I watched that had, you know, she talked you through it, cutting the strips down and arranging things and all that. So that's what I needed for that. So I just did a little bit of a trial run so I didn't mess up this journal cover since I'm gonna sell it. As far as needles, I didn't really see a specific kind, like you need to buy this needle to do slow stitching. I didn't see that. If I'm using the wrong ones, you can kindly and gently tell me in the comment section which one I should go use. I looked all over Hobby Lobby and Joann's, and I didn't see anything, like I said, that just said this is what this needle's for, this, nothing else, or whatever. So I just grabbed a pack of different needles that I use. I like the larger eyes like that for thicker threads and things that I use when I'm doing projects and stuff. So the one I'm going to use, this one here, it's longer, which I like. I have more needles, but they're still packed, so that's why I went to Joann's and Hobby Lobby's to just get another pack or two. But the eye on this one is not super big, but I can get this, I don't know if this is called embroidery floss, I don't know what this is called. I can get that through here because I tried it on that sample piece. So now I'm just going to try to figure out which trim, and I can use actually a couple different colors if I wanted to. So I think what I'll do is I'll pull some out and just kind of lay them on there and see what I like. Saving the lilac one for an Abby project. Okay, so I want to do two mini, maybe, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do any cream, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. We'll throw that one in the mix. And then let's try to get one of these darker pinks in there. So I'm kind of thinking that's going to be the color palette, and as I'm going along I may end up using just one, two, I don't know, we'll see, or I might switch some out. It's kind of the process for me. So I'm going to go ahead and get these you know, the lengths off that I want, kind of cut ahead of time so you're not watching me do all of that, and then get my needle threaded, and then I'll come back on when I'm starting to do a little bit, the first few stitches of this, and then I'll probably speed it up because, again, slow crafter here. It is slow stitching, but not as slow as Abby is most of the time. Okay, so I put this board underneath here, just so I kind of had a definition from, you know, the edge of the book or book cover to the table, since I have that pink piece of scrapbook table or scrap of paper covering my coffee spill. So I am 99.9% sure that this is not the way you're supposed to do this, but this is what I'm doing. At least for my first try, is I went ahead. The lady I watched, you know, she only did like a couple sections at a time. I wanted to build the composition like I do when I'm making, you know, anything, layouts, cards, tags, whatever. I like to kind of have the base figured out, and then I kind of know where I want to come back in and out of the pieces and stuff. So I don't know if this is going to work out best for me or not, but I'm going to give it a try and we'll see how it goes, and I will adapt as the, time goes on. So I just used some of Timmy's little clips to kind of clip these little bits to where they are, or where I want them to go. Yes, I have a picture, but I don't know. I want to give this a try. We'll see how it goes. And then those little pins have like a little plastic ball on the end of them. I forget what they're called. I have some of those, but again, they're packed and I forgot to grab another container last night. So I'm just using some regular needles to kind of hold the inner pieces together. And then what I'm going to be doing is I have pulled out these other trims, like the different, you know, gimps and Chinese braid and stuff, because I'm going to be adding these extra little bits after the base layer is like stitched together. And then I'll come back through. It might be kind of hard to see because, let me zoom in just a little bit. Oops, wrong way, Abby. Because this clip is right here, but let me just take it off real quick and I'll show you. Like there was like a spot right there that probably looks fine, which, you know, but I want to have it covered up because that's just, it's going to bug me if I don't. So I thought about laying like a piece of this there, like that little bit of length. I thought that'd be cute, or possibly cutting off, you know, just one smaller roll or row, excuse me, of these flowers and putting them there. I don't know, we'll see. But I kind of want to focus on getting this part done first, and then I will move on. Okay, I've been kind of sort of stalling because I don't know why I'm so nervous about filming myself doing this. I've just never done it, and I don't know, a little insecure, I guess. So move this over here. I haven't decided if I want to start from the top or the bottom. I think this is enough to get through this section here. I mean, I tried to measure it and kind of eyeball a little bit. I think I'll be fine. Ooh, I don't know. Ooh, I don't know. Let me cut a bit longer piece because I don't know if this is long enough. I'll be right back. Okay, stalling aside. So I made it just a little bit longer, and I'm not too worried about the strips I'm not using, because I save all this kind of stuff. I save little bits of string and trim and yarn, all that kind of stuff, so I can use it in smaller projects. So I do keep this, so it's definitely not going to get wasted. So if I happen to run out of this particular pink, which I won't, because this isn't a very big project, but you know, I could just use one of the other colors if I think I'm getting a little bit too low or something. So we'll go from there. Okay, trying to figure out how I want myself to get situated here. And okay, I'm just trying to find the edge of the book so I can make sure I'm actually stitching on. Okay, and oops, do I want to start from the bottom and go? Oh, do I want to do that way? No, I want to start up here. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with you, Abby?